Got Joe Warren here back on the program. Bellator 181 is the battle for him. The 40-year-old is coming off. Who's your opponent? What's his name?
I think it's Mario Lopez, maybe Mark Lopez, something. I can't remember. I don't even know his name. You know, Mark Montoya. He worries about who I'm fighting. It's just a body in front of me, about to get pummeled.
Joe, you've been in training camp for what, 12 weeks, and you don't know the guy's name that you're about to smack around? Come on.
No, I usually don't. I mean, I usually fight some world champ. I mean, I've heard his name 1,000 times. This time, I'm not sure. He's a young, up-and-coming kid. He's, he wants to make a name for himself, so he's got to come through me again. So I don't worry about that stuff. I worry about that body in front of me and the style, and that was it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really know his name that well. You told me his name, but I tried. I don't even give two shits who this guy is. I'm going to just crush his ass.
That's awesome. I want to go back. I gotta ask a question though. I want to talk about Aaron Pico for a second.
Oh man,
highly touted. Everybody was after him. How good this guy is, and how amazing this guy is. Wrestler like yourself, making a transfer into MMA. A lot of guys that were fighters were like, this guy first fight on a main event on a pay-per-view. That's a little dangerous. Like, you don't know how this guy's gonna react, and then the fight was over in 24 seconds.
No, matchmaking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a bitch. So, he's one of the better wrestlers that we've seen come out of wrestling into MMA. But you know as well as I do, getting punched in the face, that's a whole different story right there. And he picked a tough opponent. Matchmakers was a problem. I just don't. It was a sad experience, man. I was hoping. I thought he was going to win, hands down. But they picked a tough dude. They talk about him being the toughest, first fights there is. You guys remember me fighting or no? Shit, you guys flew me to Japan on 2 weeks' notice, no training, and I fought WEC champ and then Kid Yamamoto and all these other things. So, at least Aaron Pico had 2 or 3 years of training, you know what I mean, before he was able to get to that. So, it's sad that happened. I know what kind of guy he is. He's going to come back harder and stronger than he ever has before. I believe that weight class, 155, that's a big weight class, and he's not that big of a boy. And, the matchmaking, if you're going to put him on a card like that, make sure he pummels a kid. Not that, and what do we see? We've heard this many times. Everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the face, and then that goes out of the window. And that's what you saw. You saw a wrestler get just jabbed in a right cross, and he went right back to wrestling, reached, and got choked. I mean, this is what happens. Things happen real fast in that cage, and like we talked about, very unpredictable place.
Yeah, it's very, very definitely, being inside that cage, the octagon, it's bad. It's a different space. It's definitely tough. See, Joe, he's got ADD like you would not believe.
No, I'm in my hotel room and the air conditioning came on, so it's Frank Trigg show, man. I got to make sure everybody can hear me, okay? No, I just don't have, me, a hyperactive dude, ready for war. So it's I'm like a ticking time bomb. Tick, tick, tick. I'm ready just for war right now, So weight's good and confidence is up. We got to get this win again, man. It sucks. I'm in these positions where, last fight on a contract and you better win, son. You know what I mean?
Are you worried about if you lose this fight that Bellator's going to cut you?
You never know, man. I always believed, come on, I'm a Bellator man. I mean, since I don't even know, maybe Bellator 10, I've been fighting and winning world titles. Now, this is my first time I'm not caught main event or co-main event of a card. It doesn't bother me, man. I'll fight in the street if Scott Coker will pay me. I don't care about that. But bottom line is, you never know, man. You're only as good as your last fight. We talk about this a lot. And, I need to go out and perform for myself. So that we can finish my career under a Bellator banner.
So, what was different about this training camp? Like, I know that you guys like to tweak little things, like do different stuff. Yeah. Not huge changes, but you look at the old camp, see what happened, what went right, what went wrong, and then you fix the wrong stuff, and makes new stuff better. What was different about this camp?
Yeah, this camp was a lot different. If you understand the sport more than anybody, if you're not evolving with this sport, you're getting left behind. And that's the bottom line is I needed to evolve. I haven't had to change my game up because in the last 6 years, no one could stop me. Okay. This was the first person that's ever stopped me from getting to his body and taking him down and being able to win. Okay. So, we went back to the drawing board, me and Mark Montoya, and said, man, you need to move your feet, your hands need to be a little faster. So we focused on, footwork, hand speed, cutting a cage off, making sure that nobody can run from me again. So that was a change. The other camps are just similar camp one day after another, very similar camps. This camp was trying to evolve as a fighter and being a coachable athlete like I am. I understand what it means if you want to stay in that cage or not. So I had to become a student again and listen and come to practice and get the job done. But I believe now, I'm moving a little faster and my hands are a little quicker and no one's going to be able to run from me.
40 years old, how much more time you got left in the sport?
Yeah, I would like to, we've talked about this too. I would like to give you a date. I don't know. I've never been, the one time I got hurt was last year. I tore my PCL, MCL, dislocated my kneecap with Caldwell. It was messed up, but I was back fighting 3 months later. And then 3 months after that, I'm fighting for a belt. I just am not getting hurt. I'm not getting run down. I'm getting faster. We got Bob Forrester training me, Phase 4 Athletics. I'm the smartest trained athlete out there. I'm not run down. I'm 4 pounds over today. I'm ready for, so, it's hard for me. Okay. I'm a family man. I want security for my family. I want a job. I want to be able to do that thing, be able to take care of them the rest of their life. But is it time for me to hang up these shoes? I let my coach worry about that. My coaches tell me, Joe, you're better than any athlete I have in my gym. You get better every single day. He's like, it's up to you, but no, it's not time. So, right now, I believe I got 4 fights left. Okay. I believe I got 2 years left between me and you. Where? Hopefully it's here. I don't know. Right now I'm concerned on whooping this dude's ass so I can make these choices in a little smoother environment.
Joe, I know you got to run. You got some stuff you got to do downstairs. I appreciate you coming out here, especially at the hotel, especially fight week, man. It's great to have you on. Good luck, man. Have fun.
I will. Try to have a good time, kick some ass, and anything for you, buddy.
Thanks, brother. We'll talk again soon.
Yep, you too.